Good morning, Ada. Good morning, Michelle, Fatima. Good morning, Vanessa, Fernanda, and Angie. Hope you ladies are doing well today. And as we've been practicing, our goal is to kind of wrap up this unit 3, right? Now, here in our unit, we have adverbs of time, which is really a look at already and yet, and for and since, right? So when you notice that there are different activities there, but it's basically covering those four. So the breakdown of today's session will be that we're going to practice for and since, already, and yet. Now you can find those here in this layout and in this section as well, both of them falling under the present perfect units. Now, I think, let's see, who hasn't added their name yet? Ada is there, Michelle is there, Maria Fernanda is there, Fatima is there, Vanessa is there. All right, the others, don't forget to add your name and group to the chat. Here comes Jimena as well. All right, so jump onto the chat, add your info there. Now, since our space here is a little bit smaller, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to start with for and since, all right? Particularly because I want us to focus on something that you saw there in the video. So yeah, for and since, pretty straightforward. Para una duración de tiempo o desde un punto en el pasado. Both of these are taking a look at a past starting event, right? So your event is an event in the past. For is usually an expression of a duration in terms of the quantity of time, and since is an expression of duration, but in terms of a starting time, right? So start with you, Ada. When do we use for?
Yes. 4. Express that something, activity, action, state happened with duration. 4 is followed by a noun phrases with a quantity of time. A prepositional phrases with 4 commonly occurs with a verb in the present perfect and other tenses. The activity may be ending or may extend to the future.
All right, and an example here is we have been coming here for 5 years for this quantity of time in terms of duration. All right, Michelle, what about since?
Since. Since express than sometime. Activity, action, state. Happened with duration, since is followed by a noun phrase in P or clause with a specific time. A starting time for the activity, since commonly occurs with verbs in the present perfect or past perfect. The activity may be ending or may extend it.
All right, and notice here your example, we have been coming here since 2023. We're only talking about the starting point. Now, let's go from here back to here. It's super important that you notice that these use cases are all coming from a past start point, where for will capture all of the time, so the whole duration, but since we'll only talk about the starting point. Be very careful with since. Since can be used with present perfect and past perfect, but cannot be used in the future. If you're going to talk about the future, switch from since, use from. Right? And here we're going to look at some activities. Let's start with those first two ideas. All right? And help me here. Let's do the first one, Ada, and then the second one, Michelle. Ada, you again?
Yes. I haven't seen her
Since.
since the accident.
And Michelle?
The new service will start from tomorrow morning.
Entonces, Ada, ¿cómo traduces esta oración en español?
Sería yo no la he visto desde el accidente.
Perfecto.
Sí.
Y Michelle, número 2.
Sería el nuevo servicio
El nuevo servicio,
comenzará a partir de mañana.
Muy bien. All right. So the two of these are telling you about a start point. Start points in the past use since. Start points in any other time we use from. All right. Let's continue practicing some more. Let me show you guys some more examples. Make sure you're grabbing the since, the from, and the for. All right. Let's do an example with Fatima. Number 3.
We've been waiting for 2 hours.
Perfect. Make this box not so big, but big enough so I see all your names. I want second text box. Extending it. There, perfect. All right, and Natalia.
Yes. He did yoga with her since the start of the relationship.
All right. Since the start of the relationship. We're going to come back to this one. This one is a tricky one. All right, Vanessa.
We've been friends since school.
Since school. Good. Fernanda. Oh, we lost Fernanda to internet troubles again. All right. G.
¿La misma, profe?
Yeah, go ahead, love.
You can buy all sorts of foods.
All right.
For very early in the morning.
Okay.
Since, yes?
Yes, we can buy all sort of food. All right. Since very early in the morning. All right. We'll come back to these two. And then Jimena.
He was in prison for 10 years.
Good. Expression of time. Back to you, Ada.
Yes. The center is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. every weekday.
From one time to the next time. All right. 9, Michelle?
I've been out the truth.
True.
Signs a long time.
All right. Long time is a point or a period. ¿Es
Sería
un momento o todo un periodo?
sería from. No.
Dime,
Or.
¿es un punto o mucho tiempo?
Mucho tiempo.
Okay, so for durations we use
For.
for. All right, and Fatima?
I hadn't had so much fun since I was in high school.
All right, now we're gonna go back to two of those because two of those were trick questions. All right, two of those were trick questions. Here in the middle we have since, but why not since it said start? Well, this is not necessarily only the start. Remember, we can only use since when we're using present perfect or past perfect. This sentence is a simple past. So we're going to use from. And the other trick one was the same idea. Look out for ideas that are present perfect or past perfect. If it's not, use from. All right, let's do. Hey, Fernanda, can you hear us? Let's get you in the practice as well. Are you there, Fernanda? I'm not sure. All right, so that's since and for. The other thing I wanted you guys to practice is already and yet. Already works like yeah. It works by telling you that there was an expectation of completion, but sometimes the activity is completed before your expectations, right? And for those situations, we use already, right? For example, they have already finished their homework. Jacob has already left work. The train has already arrived. This adverb of time will go between your auxiliary verb and your principal verb. Just will do the work of talking about things that were completed very recently, helping us express that this point is very close, right? Today or in a very, very proximate time, right? I just ate, but I'm already hungry again. Where's Jacob? He has just left. Beth has just moved to New York. All of these ideas are very near to the point where the speaker is sharing the information. Now, what happens if there was a little bit of the opposite? The activity is incomplete. Well, if the activity is incomplete and you are watching, you're observing how things are happening, you don't really have an expectation of when it was going to finish, but you are waiting to see how it will unfold, then you can use still. Now, still is generally neutral, all right? You're going to put it before your verb. For example, I took 2 pills, but I still have a headache. Is Jacob still working at the hospital? They still haven't finished their homework. It's fairly neutral and it's observing, all right? And it can be used with frequency adverbs. However, if you had an expectation that something was going to finish and it is not finished, use yet. Yet is used when in negative situations where the hope was you would be here, but the activity is still incomplete. For those situations, we use yet. All right, for example, I'm really hungry, I haven't eaten yet. Jacob hasn't left his job at the hospital yet. Haven't they finished their homework yet? And has the train arrived yet? The goal with yet is to show, man, how come you're still working? Why? All right, it's usually interrogative, asking a question, or it's negative, talking about something that was supposed to finish. All right, let's do some more. Starting with you again, Ada.
Yes. I I just walked in the door. Can I call you later?
Good. Person call you on the phone, but your backpack is on your back, and you have some groceries, and the person, I can't talk to you. Give me a second. I just walked in the door. All right? Annette Michelle, number 2.
We are still rushing for the concert.
All right? No rush. Part of what is going on, observation mode, neutral mode. All right? Probably going to be rehearsing or practicing for some more time. Fatima?
Thanks for the invitation, but I have already seen that film.
Exactly. Good movie, but guess what? Been there, done that. All right? Next one. Let's see. Let's try with Maria Fernanda again. Can you hear us, Maria Fernanda? Is your microphone working? Looks like you've been troubled with internet troubles. All right, let's continue with Natalia.
Yes. Have you gone to the store yet?
Exactly. That's what's going on. Usually in question situations, you want to find out why it's still incomplete. So we use yet. All right, let me check the email. Maria Fernanda, let's see. What are you saying, Maria Fernanda? What happened to your internet? Okay. Giving you troubles. All right, let's continue with Vanessa.
You just started a new job and you are already complaining.
Exactly. Very good combination. All right, Angie, number 6.
They hurried to the store, but it was still closed.
All right. In this situation, still would be for incomplete, but closed is complete action. What's the other thing we can use for complete actions?
Yet?
Yet is also for incomplete. These two are incomplete. This one is for recent. The one for complete is
Just.
already and just. In this, right, you can say it was already closed or it just closed. Just is much more commonly used with present simple or past simple. All right? We're going to...
They hurried to the store, but it was already closed.
Okay. Corrieron a la tienda, pero ya habían cerrado la tienda. Okay? Number 7, Jimena.
Are you just dating him?
All right? Usually when you're in a relationship, there's a period of time. This person is unsure if the relationship is over or continuing. So a more neutral question would be, ¿aún o todavía estás saliendo con Jim? Are you still dating Jim? Repeat.
Are you still dating him?
Dating. One more time. Still dating Jim?
Still dating him?
Good. All right. And let me just check this one. I know this. All right, let's try one more time. Fernanda, number 8. And I'll scroll down. Any volunteers? Who wants to try number 9? Let me make this one open to volunteers. Go ahead, Natalia, number 9.
Michael still hasn't paid me all the money he owes me.
Exactly. Notice also, guys, the position of where you're going to put your words. That's an easy way of checking. Still goes before your verbs. Which one goes at the end of sentences? Who wants to try number 8? Because Fernanda's internet is just killing her. Volunteer for number 8? What goes to the end of sentences? Go ahead, Vanessa.
Michael hasn't paid me all the money he owes me yet.
Perfect. All right. And last, but by no means least, let's do one more. Volunteer for number 10. Vanessa, want to write it in the chat? Who wants to give number 10 a try? Notice the position of this one. Right before your past simple. Right? All right, Natalia, go for it.
Michael said he already paid you the money.
All right. Could be already, and it can also be just. All right. Both of these will work in this situation. What are you guys looking for? Dive in, practice how you can place your adverbs of times and for and since. In addition to those 3 things that I showed you, I'm also going to be sharing multiple looks. Adverbs of time is here. A review back on present perfect with since and for, writing examples. All right. Let's do one more set. Ada, number 1.
Yes. My grandfather walked for 20 minutes a day.
Good. Annette Michelle.
How long is it since you visit your grandparents?
All right, just be careful with your pronunciation. Since. All right, Fatima.
We have been dating for a long time.
Good. Natalia.
That lady has been waiting for the bus since noon.
Good. Vanessa?
I studied for this test for 3 days straight.
Perfect. All right, we'll leave number 6 for Fernanda. Angie, number 7. And if you can hear us, Fernanda, go ahead and write the answer for number 6 in the chat. Number 7.
She was
Uh-huh.
she has worked there since she finished college.
Perfect. And Jimena?
I have thank you for half an hour.
All right, nonstop, over and over. All right, and Fernanda, number 6 was my family has lived here since last March. I'll share all of these links with you guys so you can practice some more. If you haven't done so, keep on working. There you go. Good job, Fernanda. Work on your blocks and create your new folder and drop in your submissions for your forum and interact with your other colleagues' submissions. Come next week, we're going to dive into a brand new set of topics. And of course, as always, if you need help with anything, just let me know. Enjoy your Saturday. I'll see you soon.